Hey y'all, Chrishinda here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do overhand braids. These braids are also considered plaits, singles, or individuals, and they hang loose like these. This is probably the first braid that most of us learn how to do. I'll have a playlist linked with other video tutorials for you to check out. Let's get started. It's called an overhand braid because as you braid, you're mostly going to see the overhand side of your hand, which is the top of your hand. When doing an overhand braid, you want to split your section of hair into 3 even strands. 1, 2, 3. With the overhand braid, both hands are going to be doing the same amount of work. It just depends on whether you want to use your middle finger to hook the strand or your big grip to hook the strand. So real quick, I'm going to show y'all what I mean by using your middle finger to hook the strand or your big grip. With my right hand, I will hook with my middle finger, but for my left hand, I'm using my big grip. It just is whatever is more comfortable for you. So here, I'm using middle hook, left hand big grip, right hand middle hook, left hand big grip. When I do this braid, I actually do one hand middle hook, one hand big grip. One important thing to remember is that when you're doing this braid, you don't want your hands too far down from the part of the hair that's already been braided. You see how there's this big gap right here? That's what you don't want. Well, unless you want a loose braid, it's still going to be a braid, it'll just be loose. So, to get a tighter braid, you want to have your hands close to the part that you've already braided. You don't have to be touching the part that's already braided. You just want to be close. You see how it's a much smaller gap from the braid to my hands? That's what you want. To start this braid, we want to get a good grip on the hair. There's going to be one strand in your left hand and the other 2 strands in your right hand. In order to grip the hair, you're going to go underneath the hair. The strand in your left hand, the ends of the strand is going to be in your big grip, and then you're going to pinch the top of the strand between your thumb and index. For your right hand, you're going to put the outside strand in your big grip and then pinch the top of the strand with your thumb and index. And then you're going to take your right middle finger and hook it under that middle strand. So the right strand is coming through here, and then the middle strand is being hooked with your right middle finger. And this is how you're going to hold the hair. So whatever hand has the 2 strands is the wrist that is going to be getting twisted inward. So for your right hand, you're going to twist your wrist inward. And that's going to put the outside strand in the middle. Once you twist your right wrist inward, you're going to hook the middle strand with your left hand. So either your left middle hook or your left big grip. Now you have 2 strands in your left hand and 1 strand in your right hand. The right hand strand is in your big grip right now, but it needs to be between your thumb and index because you need this grip, your big grip or your middle finger hook, free in order to hook the middle strand once your left wrist gets twisted inward. So for my right hand, I'm going to put my thumb and index onto the strand and then take my big grip off of the strand. Now my left hand with 2 strands is going to get twisted inward. We're going to hook that middle strand with my right middle hook. Now you're going to adjust the grip on your left hand from your big grip and put your thumb and index onto the strand. Then you're going to take your big grip off the strand. Twist your right wrist inward, which will make your outside strand the middle. Hook the middle with my left hand. Adjust the grip on my right. Twist my left wrist inward. Hook it with my right hand. Adjust the grip on my left hand. Twist my right wrist inward. Hook the middle with my left. Switch the grip on my right from big grip to thumb and index. Twist my left wrist inward. Hook with my right. Adjust the left grip. Twist the right wrist inward. Hook with my left. Switch the grip on my right. And you just keep going. When you get to the ends of the hair, it won't really be enough hair for you to continue to do your middle finger hook or your big grip. So what you're going to do is you're just going to clamp the hair between your index and middle and keep braiding like that. let's just go over borrowing really quickly. So say you start braiding and you realize that one strand is skinnier than the other two, or one strand is shorter than the other two, like this one right here in the middle. You're going to take hair from one of the thicker strands and add it to the skinny strand. So right now the thin strand is over here to the right. Okay. So I want to keep braiding until I get the thin strand in the middle. Right now it's over here, and I'm going to get it to the middle, and it's coming from the left side. From back here, it's coming over and into the middle. My next motion will be my right wrist getting twisted inward. Okay, so what we're going to do is either take some hair from the left side of this left strand and add it to the middle like that, or take some hair from the right side of the left strand and add it to the middle. Just like that. And then you just keep braiding. And if it still feels thin, you're going to do the same thing. And that's how you do an overhand braid. I hope this was helpful. I hope you found this tutorial to be super helpful. I would love it if you would share, repost, like, and especially comment on this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and until my next video, bye.